Hello, we have a couple people on already. Welcome, Rebecca and Olivia. I'm using a new system here, so I'm going to send a little message to you, Rebecca. Welcome, ladies who are on. I am using a whole new system, so you'll have to be patient with me as I figure it out. So welcome. It's been quite a morning, I have to say. When you have the intention of launching something, and it's not just about myself showing up and sharing this on the webinar, but really getting all of these technological pieces in place, call it the sacred technology, when all of it comes together to support birthing something online, it's quite a thing. So it's been rather challenging, and it feels like Mercury's in retrograde. My husband's phone broke and all these different pieces were not cooperating. However, I'm here with you and I believe this is working. I want to see somebody put up their hand. So I'm just figuring this out. I'm going to see, Jennifer, you put your hand up to speak. So I'm going to invite you to share. And I would love for you just to let me know if you can hear me okay. If you just heard that noise, that was a coconut falling on the roof. So how this system works is you can request to, there'll be a time where you can share or ask questions. So you can put up your hand and I will invite you as a speaker. Hello, I think I heard something.
Hi, Sophia.
Hi. Hello.
I'm trying to do the webinar, but it's not loading for me.
Oh, really?
Hmm?
So what are you seeing?
It just says connecting, but nothing comes up.
I'm on it right now.
So maybe, is anybody else having this problem? You can share in the chat box. Let's see here. Well, I see you. Do you see me?
Yep, now I do.
Oh, so it just needed a moment.
So do we do it like this for the webinar, or do I click back out of here?
Well, I will take you off as a speaker, but thank you for being my guinea pig, my first person. So
Jen Marie, we're on Facebook.
yeah, totally. I recognize you.
No makeup, sorry.
We don't need makeup. It's all good. I just have a little eyeliner and gloss on. But yes, well, beautiful. Well, thank you. So this is a great way we can see you. If somebody doesn't want to be seen, you can also turn off your video and just speak. But it's a great way for us to share, and I think others should be able to hear us. So thank you for being here, Jen. So let's see how I take you off now. Let's see. This is interesting. So, do you see anything to?
I don't. I'm doing this from my Android, and it just says live.
Okay. Let's see here. Send to everyone. Okay. Thanks for being patient, everybody. I did watch videos on how to do this last night, and now I'm like, yes. It's being a little funny. Okay. Oh, look, people are writing me little messages. Okay, I'm figuring this out. Now I just got to figure out how to take you off.
It's okay.
Thank you. Technology today. It's
I know it
kind
said you want to
of
speak, and I thought I was writing to you, and then you appeared.
okay, so we're in the room, and we'll go back. Ah, let's see here. So Jen, where are you?
Baskets made to order is my email.
Oh, this is interesting. Okay. That's not it. Well, let's see if I change.
I'm going to try something on my end and see if it works. But I don't want to lose you totally. Let's see.
Ah. Okay. I did something. Hopefully hopefully I didn't lose you, Jen. Will you chat and make sure you're still here? So, as you can see, we're working this out. And you're all writing such cute little messages. So I can see there. I can see your messages. Jen, if you can write me a message and just let me know that you're here. And hopefully we will be able to figure out how to bring people in and out. So, all right. Sacred technology is amazing. Okay. Well, I'm hoping that Jen is here. I don't see her yet. But hopefully she can come back on. So thank you, ladies, for being here with me. And before we begin with the real stuff, I would love to just take a moment and just invite you to make sure that you're in a space that is distraction-free, and it's always good to have a piece of paper and a pen, because I'm going to invite you to write at some point. So if you don't have that handy, if you want to get some paper and pen, and then just come to your seat and close your eyes and connect inside. I'm going to ring my beautiful Tibetan bell here to signify opening the circle, opening this container with all of you. And I invite you to close your eyes and turn your attention inside. And just notice how you're feeling right now. Notice how your body is, if there's any sensations going on inside your body. If there's any sensations going on inside your body. notice what is going through your mind right now. Just noticing without judgment. And just reflecting on where you have been operating from, like what state have you been in recently in the last few days? Maybe emotionally or mentally or spiritually, things coming up. So again, this is just an observation, a witnessing, to have the witness consciousness turned on, to be able to step outside of ourselves and simply recognize and see where we have been operating from. So without judgment, but really inviting a place of compassion, trusting that whatever has been coming up for you is a gift. So however challenged you may have been, or situations happening that were not planned and that came up, see if you can recognize that those things are happening to teach you a certain way of being. Much like when we work out a muscle and we have to push against a weight, say we're doing chaturangas or push-ups and we're pushing our weight against the ground, and it's that pressing against something that actually builds the muscle. And so recognize that as the challenges may come up or things come up that we have to push up against, that it actually teaches us, it trains the muscle of listening, it trains the muscle of expanding and evolving into something greater. Our higher self is always on the lookout for us, and it may not always feel like that. However, whatever comes up for you in your life is here to teach you how to evolve. It's training you. We're in a constant training of how to come into the highest, most brightest potential of ourselves. So as we sit here, stepping into our witness consciousness and just witnessing and reflecting on how you have been, where you have been coming from, what's been coming up, just allow your breath to be soft as you simply reflect. Just notice how good it feels to take this time for you, to carve out this time to simply be with yourself and with all of us. And as you're reflecting, I want you just to envision and imagine that you can expand your state, expand your energy, and connect with, there's actually 111 women that are registered for this webinar today. We have 33 live right now. So, there will be more women listening to this at a later time. And I want you to feel the rise of this sisterhood, to feel all of these women that are on a similar path, who are inspired to come together and to wake up and feel that support in yourself as you are in this place of witness consciousness. See if you can connect to energetically this circle of women right now, expanding from your heart. And as you expand and connect, also I want you to reflect on what it is that you most desire. So what is it that brought you to connect today, to come on, and your interest in this empowered body, empowered life, or activating and awakening your inner goddess, strengthening your body, coming into your confidence? Like, what is it specifically for you that is most alive? The biggest desire that you are wanting to cultivate in your life right now, that you feel that I can support you in through my work. Feel into that desire. And maybe there's a couple big ones there, but what is the biggest desire that you are holding in your temple body right now? That you are ready, that you are, maybe there's some fear there. There's always fear as we step into our biggest, most brilliant self. So even if there's fear there, there's also going to be on the other side of fear is excitement. It's two sides of the same coin. And so I want you just to feel into that desire and just recognize the excitement of this is possible, and there is support, and there is a sisterhood here supporting you in saying yes to yourself and to really empower yourself to go for what you want, to go for what you desire. And so feel into that. And again, just without judgment, but really a place of compassion and acceptance for exactly where you are in this desire. Maybe this desire has been around for years and you're like really tired that you haven't stepped into it yet. And that's okay. It's okay. We are moving through our life in our own rhythm, and sometimes it takes longer than we planned to step into something or to birth something. It's taken me almost a year to birth this video series of my philosophy and practice. I mean, we just never know. And so feel into that desire. Breathe into that desire. Breathing in, filling up. So as you sit and connect to this desire of the next level of empowerment and cultivation in your life, I want you to now imagine that you have a bamboo staff, a hollow bamboo, as your whole central axis. So this bamboo staff roots you into the earth and connects you to the heavens above. This is a hollow bamboo. So at the bottom of this bamboo, there is a lotus flower right in your pelvic floor. I like to call this the lotus flower yoni portal. And yoni is the Sanskrit word for vagina. So this is the portal into our beautiful, exquisite temple body, where we get to choose what enters. And as I say that, I know that there are extremely difficult circumstances or situations in many women's lives that you may have experienced against your will, something entering or somebody entering. And so whatever comes up as I speak, just allow yourself to be with that in the most compassionate, accepting way, and trusting that, again, whatever has come before now, whatever you have experienced on your path has brought you to this moment. And ultimately, that is the key. It is your path. And so how can you accept all that has occurred as we meet together in this moment? And so feeling your lotus flower yoni portal, imagining it, seeing this lotus flower, and now begin to pulse and invite the petals of the lotus flower up this hollow bamboo core. And you'll feel a toning. This is Mula Bandha. This is really that activation of the root lock. And just pulling the petals up, pulsing, saying hello, waking up your Shakti, your creative feminine life force. And then from this lotus flower, now I want you to bring your awareness into the roots of this lotus flower and begin to move down now into the earth. So follow the roots of this lotus flower down through the different layers of the earth. See the roots going down. Excuse me. The roots moving down through the different layers of the earth, moving down, 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 until it gets to the center of the earth where there is a huge crystal. And I want you to see the roots of this lotus flower, your lotus flower, just wrapping beautifully around this crystal. And feel yourself rooted deep down into the earth, to this crystal. Breathe in from this crystal and then exhale. Let out a big sigh. Inhaling, breathing up from the crystal, through the roots, through the lotus flower. And exhale. And now follow the roots back all the way up, bringing the energy of this crystal on the center of the earth into your lotus flower yoni portal. And now bring the energy up from the lotus flower and pull the petals up the hollow bamboo. And now invite your belly button towards your spine, like you're hugging around the bamboo core. Feel yourself rooted and strong and connected to your strength and your center. And then lift up, keep getting taller. Lift up through the crown of your head. Take your tongue to the soft palate in the back of your mouth and invite it back slightly. And then, like you're putting on a little hood, you're going to activate Jalandhara Bandha. So this is the energy lock right here at the clavicle. We lock that by bringing the energy back and around slightly like a hood. So the three bandhas, the energy locks, help to contain your essence and energy and Shakti. So the Mula Bandha, which is in the root, pull the petals up. Then belly button towards your spine and up. This is Uddiyana Bandha. This is right in your central core. And then lift the energy up. And again, this is Jalandhara Bandha. So soft palate, back slightly, and hood. So with all three, this is called Maha Bandha. And feel the containment as you hold this. And then release and let everything go. Just close your eyes if they're not already. And settle into your seat. Bring your awareness back to the crystal. See yourself rooted deeply to the crystal in the center of the earth, to Mama Gaia, and resource yourself. Know that we can resource ourselves from Mother Earth. So just below your root chakra at your lotus flower, I want you to imagine your earth star, which is another chakra below in the earth. So see your earth star. And from your earth star, now imagine an earth bowl, a big bowl that you could literally sit in. And now invite Mama Gaia, Mother Earth, to fill your earth bowl, to fill it with Shakti, to fill it with this golden nectar, this creative life force that is available to us in every moment. So imagine now that you could fill your earth bowl. It's filling up, and you are just filling yourself up with this essence, and allow the Shakti, allow this creative life force to bubble up from the earth bowl now up into your root chakra. And now see it like a fountain. It's coming up through your root chakra. You're pulling the petals of the lotus flower up, and then it's continuing up, and it moves into your sacral chakra, into the place just below your belly button, in your womb, place of creation. And see this creative life force flowing up through your sacral chakra and moving all the way up into your solar plexus, into this place of willpower, divine will and confidence. And it's just moving up through, and even allow yourself to open up in your arms and your ribs and create space for this creative life force to flow up through the solar plexus and up into the throat. And now invite yourself to make any sound. Hum, H-U-M, is the Bija sound mantra, which helps to open up the throat. So I invite you to make the sound mantra hum as we allow this creative life force to flow through the throat now. It moves up through the throat and up into the third eye. Moving up through the third eye into the crown, and then just overflowing through the crown and moving up now into your soul star, which is just above your head. If you can see me, it's above your head here, the soul star. And now envision from the soul star energy flowing down from your divine soul star, and this energy moves down through your central channel. So the energy is moving up from your earth bowl and down from your soul star and meeting in the center, right around your solar plexus and your heart. And just notice how you feel and what comes up for you as you fill yourself with this creative life force, this divine creative life force that is you. And as you feel into this, I want you to connect again to your deepest desire of what you are saying yes to and wanting to cultivate in your life. How does this desire live in your body? Where does it live? And feel that you are full of yourself, your essence, your highest self. And that as you fill yourself, there is no space for anything that is not you, for anything that is of lower vibration or trying to pull you off your track. What are you ready to empower and cultivate in your life? Feel the support of your own inner resources by connecting inside. Just inviting sound to move through your throat. Let's invite yum. Yum is the sound syllable for the heart's desire. So inhaling together. Yum. Yum. Beautiful. So now I want to invite you to stay with this and to write whatever comes, just stream of consciousness, whatever it is that you are connecting to, that you are desiring, whatever you're feeling, just let it come out on the paper. So write down whatever comes. Listening. As we create this space, we can listen to the messages, our inner voice, our inner innate wisdom. So what is your innate wisdom sharing with you right now around your deepest desire and connecting to your inner resources? When you feel complete, I would love for you all to share in the chat, to write down, and you can make it, I think, so it goes to everybody. Write down your deepest desire that you feel that I can support you in cultivating. So I'd love to see what that is, and I can actually respond to those things, and let you know if this Empowered Body, Empowered Life series would support you in your deepest desire. So whenever you feel ready, please just share in the chat. So I just wrote that. So please share what you most desire. You can write in the chat. Okay, good. I see them here. So, so Jennifer says to feel alive again and to be independent. Jennifer, I'm glad you're on the webinar. Please let me know if you got pushed off when I let you go, when we had you speak earlier. You can just send me a message to let me know what happened so I know how it worked. So yeah, to feel alive again. So, and to feel independent. You know, this is huge. I mean, to feel alive is to really be in connection to this Shakti, this creative life force. And when you feel that moving through you, and you have creativity and you have inspiration. I mean, I really believe that inspiration is the highest form of living. When you're not inspired, you pretty much feel dead. I know for myself, if I get stuck and feel uninspired by what I'm doing, it's the same as feeling like this lack of vitality and this feeling of being alive. And so definitely by really diving into the practices that I share in this video series, it will absolutely open you up to this creative life force and getting back in touch with your deepest inspiration and desire and motivation in life. So this is huge. So let's see here. Helen, so to release restrictions and learn how to move from an inner source of energy. So again, this is about learning to let go. And, this is why I call it empowered body, empowered life, because all of my work is around embodiment. It's really, it's very deep, and it's spiritual. It's really about strengthening your own inner voice and guidance. It's about really learning to listen to your inner compass and know how to navigate. So, having that sense of finding your way. And with that, we have to be able to release what no longer serves us. Because what happens is we get stuck in the old ways of being. We get stuck in old paradigms, old beliefs, old thought forms. And so this is really about completely rewriting your story, actually. And, recognizing, becoming aware of where you have been operating from, and using these techniques and forms and ways to let go, to release, and to really step into your power and to take charge and control of what it is that you're really wanting to cultivate and how you want to live your life. So, Sophie says, my deepest desire is to harvest a complete connection to myself so I can help and coach others, feeling this wholeness and complete acceptance in myself so I can channel into my inner knowledge and share this with others. Beautiful. So yeah, we have to do our own work before we can really show up as a coach, as a guide for somebody else. We have to be able to be an empty vessel, to be a hollow bamboo. I like to say, when we are hollow bamboo, we can then really show up as this empty presence, as somebody to really meet somebody else and to guide them. So that's beautiful. So healing, we all want healing. We're constantly, in evolving. There is a healing that has to take place. So we have to be able to heal and love ourselves and all that we have done and experienced. We have to cultivate and create a place of self-love. And self-love, I'm sure many of you know, is a huge foundational piece of my work. And I, when I started doing my first webinar, I was so scared. Oh my gosh, you should have seen me. I was so scared to teach without my body, it was actually just a call, so you couldn't even see me. But it came from me having to heal. I have injury in my neck. I have 3 herniations in my neck that I've been dealing with for 10 years. And it's been an amazing way for me to actually gauge when my body is communicating something to me and that I need to shift something, or I need to slow down, or what's going on. So it's been quite a process. I write about my story actually in the Path of the Priestess book. But with that, that's when I really started to do online work, and I wanted to really make myself more accessible and, share my teachings, and that it's really about, accepting, coming from this place of self-love and carving out the time. We have to respect ourselves and carve out the time to be with ourselves and to listen. And so with that, you know, I talk a lot about really in the video series, like knowing how to protect yourself and your energy and being discerning with who you spend your time with. So notice, you know, are there certain people in your life who actually drain your energy? And are there people that, you know, really help to support you and give you energy? And so it's really important that we recognize where we are giving away our power by being around people or supporting people who are stuck in a story that is draining them and draining you. So just reflect on that for a moment, because how we show up with other people reflects how we show up for ourselves. And so to really cultivate self-love, we have to honor and really honor our time and our body and how we are spending that. So I have a lot to say about healing and self-love. So, and I think that goes straight into, you know, Padmani talks about wanting to cultivate safe business relationships. That is all about discernment. I also just went through a very intense experience with a very good friend who I basically pulled out of a business relationship because it wasn't my highest yes. And it caused a lot of strife, which I had to go through. But actually that strife taught me how to become stronger in myself. I feel like I have grown exponentially in the last 6 months because I listened to that discernment. And even though it caused a huge rift and a lot of emotion, it really was the best and the highest thing that could have happened. So definitely learning the art of discernment is huge. So Rebecca shares, my deepest desires for money and resources, for a new home for myself, my son, funding for healers, for nurturing myself, motivation for divine connection. Yeah, money and resources. This is a huge one. And again, money is energy. So, you know, I do speak about this when I go into more, when we work with Lakshmi, the goddess Lakshmi, who is all about abundance, and she's all about giving and receiving. I do speak a little bit about this in the Fivefold Path, in the video series, in really, again, noticing where you give your energy and where you receive. So it's kind of the same as what I was just speaking about. But really, money and resources comes from valuing ourselves. When we really value ourselves and our time and honoring our gifts and, you know, not giving them away, then we begin to shift the beliefs and the constructs that we've created around money. So I can, you know, definitely go into that. I work more with that around, you know, on coaching, and we'll be talking about and going deeply into Lakshmi in the temple body initiation, which you may have seen, which is different than the video series. The temple body initiation is really, it's more of a journey with me. It's an intimate journey with calls every week where we dive into the 6 faces of the goddess, one being Lakshmi. So really, Lakshmi is the magnetic goddess. She is full of herself and knows how to harness her own power around valuing and giving and receiving. And so we'll be working more on that. So that's going live on 11/11 on the new moon. And Julie says to cultivate a sense of daily peace, love, patience, acceptance, generosity, those around me as well as to myself. That's beautiful. And, you know, those are really the qualities of our higher self, of our soul. And so when we can focus on these qualities and bring them into our daily practice, which is very much what I teach in the Empowered Body series, you will be able to cultivate that in your life and send those frequencies out from, you know, being with those qualities. So much. I love all these comments. And, you know, I just want to invite you too to please stay on, because I will be sharing more. And I even want to show you a little clip from the dream canvas so you can really get a feel of what the video looks like. So yeah, I think, you know, Addie speaking about guidance and leadership and staying grounded, this is all, you know, things that you can cultivate through the fivefold path. Really the graceful warrior archetype that we go into, and really working with the solar plexus and our willpower and confidence. Like, this is where we have to really be able to ground in as leaders to move through from that place. Chinoya, I think that's how you say your name, Chinoni. Dance and movement set my heart free. My deepest desire is to live, breathe, teach, share movement, meditation. The desire has been deep-seated for years, at the precipice of change now. Beautiful. Well, this series is all about the fusion of meditation, yoga, and expressive movement with mantra and creative writing. And it's really created in a way to harness your own unique expression and to find your own way of fusing the yoga and the dance together. So I'm so excited for you all to do this. Well, you are all so beautiful and everything that you've expressed, you know, to create an authentic life, a chosen life, to be empowered, to not compromise, to dream, you know, dream big, and to visualize free of fear. All of these things are around really harnessing our power of choice and accessing the frequency of our highest yes and what we desire. Because when we continue to align with this frequency every day, we actually broadcast this out, and it comes back to us tenfold. I mean, if you know, really reflect on when in your life you may have been really focusing on fear, or you're scared about something, or money, or a relationship, or, you know, you're kind of like preoccupied constantly with this broken record, and your body doesn't feel good, you're not feeling alive. Like, this is you saying yes to these lower vibrations, these lower frequencies. And so this video series, my philosophy, you know, this is really my philosophy that I've been creating for the last 20 years. It's been coming through me, channeling, and this is broken up into the fivefold path. So with this fivefold path, they are bamboo spirit, which really works with the root chakra and the crown, and connecting to your open container, to your vessel. And then innate wisdom, which is really connecting in, listening, being able to listen to your innate wisdom and guidance, and to also tap into your womb wisdom, to, you know, track your moon, to really feel into your rhythm and see how we are in this connection with our ancestral line, with, you know, with our moon cycle, and tapping into what is coming through us innately. Then we move into graceful warrior, which I spoke about, which is all about the solar plexus and about really coming into your confidence and your power and divine will. And then we move into dream canvas, which I'm going to show you a little clip here. Dream canvas is one of my favorites because it is literally about taking these desires and visions and really dancing them and painting them with your body. So imagining this space around you as your canvas, and you're literally painting your dream canvas with your body, with your thoughts, with your beliefs. So it's really seeing how that creates and paints this canvas. And then we move into living artfully, which is really about how you live your life and creating ritual and how you show up in the world and how you know, what are you focusing on with your eyes and where is your body moving? And I'm really tapping into the innate artist within you and working with all of the Bija sound mantras. So we do a lot of chanting and mantra work in this as well. So with that, I would love to show you, I'm going to see if I can do this. I want to show you a clip from Dream Canvas. So it's just a minute long and there should be sound and music. So you just get a feel of it. So there's 5 30-minute videos that take you through the journey, and then it comes with a downloadable workbook, creative workbook and journal. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, I'm going to play video. So I hope you were able to see and hear that. Oh, good. I think you could. So beautiful. So yeah, it's 5 different videos like this, guided with music, really beautiful music. You'll see my friends Desert Dwellers, some of my tracks that I'm singing on, one of the Human Experience. So beautiful soundtracks, and really my vision is that for those of you who are ready to say yes and to come on, there'll be I just created a Sisterhood of Yes Facebook group. So it's a private Facebook group for everybody that is participating in this, and you get access to these videos and everything for 3 years. So you can just do it on your own, and I will just be launching this from today until November 11th. And then I will be doing a webinar each month that it's going live. So I will offer a 2-hour webinar where you get to, share your experiences and ask questions, and I'll guide you on another practice. So we really get to connect, and you get to share, what's coming up for you, and we can all really connect with this philosophy and practice and way of life together. And so the Sisterhood of Yes Facebook group is to share in the creative workbook that you'll get to download. There's different questions. There's like pre-video questions and then post questions to really get you to reflect and to look at where you can shift in your own life and how to bring this into your daily life and practice and see the results. So this is really something to support you in totally transforming, which is why I named it Empowered Body, Empowered Life. Because when we come into our bodies in this most strong and conscious and powerful way, it really it translates into our life. And so my background is with dance therapy, and yoga and expressive healing arts, but really like the dance therapy and the expressive healing arts are about when we can expand our repertoire of, you know, how we're moving through the world, how we're thinking, what our beliefs are, we actually then in turn make those shifts in our life. And so this is really to shift that and to awaken, you know, and ignite your inner goddess to be able to stand in your power with that. So yes, is there anyone who has a specific question or anything that you would like to ask? You can either write it in the chat, or I can try and bring you in to speak, which would be lovely. So is there any questions? I also want to offer you to be able to, if you sign up in the next 12 hours, so by tonight, I will also give you another gift, which is, some of you may have already received this. It's a very special gift that's really helped me in my life, and it's called the Inner Diamond Activation Mantra, and it's a 45 guided movement, really meditation and mantra experience to help you to tap into your own innate power and value. And so this is actually different than anything in the 5-part series, but I would love to offer you this video today if you sign up. And I will be keeping this open so you can sign up in the next couple weeks, so until November 11th, which is the new moon. And I'm going to also offer you all $50 off if you sign up before the full moon, which is October 27th. So this 5-part series is usually $297, and I'm going to offer it for $247 if you sign up before the full moon, which is October 27th. So that's coming up. So I am going to put the login here. This is to sign up, and it goes through your PayPal, and then you will receive a login. You'll have to go into your email and make sure that you subscribe to it's called Sentry, which is what I use to create this private members group. And then once you get in, you'll get an email and password. Now, this was one of the things, if you were on the call in the beginning, that actually is still getting worked out. So we're hoping by the end of today that your logins will work, but definitely by tomorrow. So that will be accessible. And you'll also get an email after you log in. We will send you an email, and you'll be able to download the workbook, the creative workbook as well. So I'm going to write in here, this is the link. And so if you go to that link and sign up, you'll get it for the $247. And that it will say it's a subscription for 3 years. So you'll get access to everything for 3 years once we get that going later today or tomorrow. And then I will send you the Inner Diamond Activation Mantra as well. So let's see if anybody has a question or anything you'd like to ask, any questions. Please do. I'm going to put this link again on the sticky. Ah. Okay, I actually think I may have just put the offer on the sidebar there. It says Empowered Body, Empowered Life online video course with a photo. So I think if you just click on that, yes, sign me up, it should take you right there to sign up. So I'm figuring this out. It's amazing. Amazing sacred technology. Thank you. So again, just as you're sitting with this, just really connecting inside with, again, your deepest desire. And, you know, and really, like, it's just been so incredible for me. The more that I've been reaching out online, I have really, you know, felt this growing community of women, and we're all on a similar path. So, you know, I'm so honored to connect with you all. And so Natalia, you just asked, so this is different than the 6-week temple body initiation. So let me explain again, because I know it's a little tricky because I'm birthing all of this at the same time, but that's just how it's working. So the Empowered Body, Empowered Life is the video series that you will do on your own, in your own time. So you have the videos, you have the creative workbook, and then I will be offering a webinar probably the end of November. So in about a month, I'll be offering a webinar that will be able to connect on that 2-hour webinar. So that's how that video series works. The other course that I am launching, so this video series is live. You can sign up until November 11th. Okay, then I close it. And then starting on November 11th is the Temple Body Initiation. And this is a journey with me. So it's calls every week. And it's a smaller group of women. I'm visualizing like 13 to 20 women. And we go through the different faces of the goddess. So we go through working with self-love and compassion and working with Kuan Yin. We work with Lakshmi, and we work with Durga and Kali and Lalita, which is the sacred spirituality, spiritual eroticism. And we work with Saraswati, which is really the goddess of creativity and insight. And so we work through those different faces, and in between the calls with me, you also connect with one of the women on the circle to go over the practices and to support one another. So it's a much more in-depth experience and journey with me. You also receive a one-on-one session with me too, so a coaching session. So that's a very different program that I'm launching, and it will be going up in price. I wanted to make it really accessible because this is my first time doing it. So I'm offering it for I think it's $6.97 for the 6 weeks. And you can also do payments of that. So I'm also going to display that for you. Let's see here. So if you get that link, ladies, I'm going to just show you the Temple Body Initiation. So if you wanted to click on that, and you can check that out, there's a little bit more information online as well. So that is there for you. And that's really about going inside and understanding, again, like how to shift your internal state in order to create change in your external state. So it's like, it's the initiation because it's like diving in and like we're going for it. Whereas the Empowered Body series is more like take your time and go through it and bring these practices in. So it's also, the Temple Body Initiation is really rooted in the Goddess Wisdom. I mean, everything that I do is rooted in Goddess Wisdom because that's who I am. My name actually means, Sofiah is the goddess of wisdom and creativity, which I'm very honored to have received that name from my the founder of the spiritual group that I was born into. I'm fourth generation. So I'm very blessed. I come from a very long lineage of this awakened, like, spiritual path. And so I offer you this. I offer you all of the teachings that have been passed down in my DNA and literally in my life here, as my parents are healers. And so I'm very honored. There doesn't go a day where I don't feel, just so grateful for being born into the family that I was. And with the head start, I recognize how blessed I am, and that's why I feel so compelled to share and to guide, and that's why I'm here. So I also want to share with you, if you are like sitting on the edge and you're like, I'm not sure which one should I do, like where am I at, I'm going to share with you this link, which is to actually book a session with me. You can book a 15-minute strategy session to see, which is most aligned for you. And you can also, of course, do both. So I'm going to put that in here in the sticky message. So this is a time trade link. And so you can click on that time trade link and you can book a 15-minute session to connect with me and see what's most aligned. So somebody asked, what about retreats so we can experience your teachings? Yes, well, actually Amber Campion, my fellow co-teacher, was on here earlier. We are doing a teacher training. So if you're interested in becoming a yoga teacher, or you already are a yoga teacher and you want to experience, my teachings, I'm collaborating with Amber Campion, who's an incredible also leadership coach and yogi, and she was the creator of Yogetta, where she combined infused yoga and capoeira, and she kind of let go of that modality. And as many of you know, I created Danyasa as a modality of yoga and dance fusion, and then released that as a modality. And now we're both really just teaching women how to connect to your voice as a teacher, and to really connect to this higher path of the goddess wisdom and stepping into your leadership. So it's a leadership retreat and personal development and a 200-hour training that's coming up very soon, November 19th, for 28 days here at Danyasa upstairs. I live underneath my studio. So we are still holding a contest for a full scholarship right now. If you actually create a video and share your message and get creative with it, the most shares and likes will win a full scholarship. So you can check on my Facebook page and see, who has done what there, and if you're interested, you can ask me about that. But anyone who actually creates a video gets $100 off the training if you then register. So that's a possibility. I know that's very soon, and for now, that's what I have scheduled. I'm also going to be doing a goddess gathering after Envision Festival, and I'll be also teaching an Envision here. And I'm also going to be doing a goddess training in Europe in July over the full moon. So I'm not exactly sure where yet, but that is in the works. So that's what I have so far. Aha. So the Facebook group, the Sisterhood of Yes Facebook group, is for women who sign up for the course. And we'll send you that once you get the login and everything works to get into the Empowered Body Empowered Life course, then you will also get a link to the Sisterhood of Yes as well. So I'm going to go back to loading the online course so you can sign up for it. Beautiful. So is there anyone that has any requests to speak, to share, to questions about any of it? Somebody did ask, for any of you who are on here, who have already prepaid for the telecourse, I will be sending you an invitation once we get the logins sorted. So by the end of today or tomorrow. So Andre, you'll be getting access to that so soon. And Michelle, I think I answered your question about the difference between the two courses, Temple Body Initiation and the Empowered Telecourse. So Mogian, you asked, can I talk about how I got started on the path of the goddess? Well, I did share a little bit that I was given my name, so I've always been fascinated and intrigued by the path of the goddess, and really what does this mean to, you know, to hold this vibration and this frequency of Sophia, to really step into my name fully. I mean, I feel like even more as I grow and evolve, I'm being invited to step into my name even more. And I, you know, many years ago, the archetype of the graceful warrior came through me. And this is really also the unification of the masculine and the feminine. And when I then became introduced to Awakening Shakti, which is this incredible book that I use for all of my trainings and courses, and it goes into all the different Hindu goddesses. And I started using that, I guess, last year with my teacher trainings and working with taking people on journeys to embody these different goddesses through movement and through yoga. And it was then that I realized that this was a language and a book and a history and myths that support what I had already been actually experiencing in my body and in my life. And that the graceful warrior actually holds the energy and essence of Durga and Kali and Lakshmi, of many of them. And so these different archetypes and faces of the goddess had already been working within me, and it gave a language to it that is just being so beautiful, and, you know, given me a place to be able to offer it in a more accessible way. So I've really been on the path, I feel like, for many lifetimes, and it's now that I have a language and a book that was created that can really be put out there. So somebody asked, where do we submit the link for the video contest? Let me see. I'm going to share with you. If you click on, this is Danyasa for my retreat center here. So if you click on this page, there's a link on here that will take you to the instructions for how to enter the contest. So I'm going to share now in the chat box. Actually, this is in the sticky. So I just shared that in the sticky. And Jennifer, one-on-one certification would be lovely since I can't make that one starting in November with Amber. So Jennifer, I'd love for you to book a 15-minute time trade session with me, and we can talk about different ways that I work. I mean, I also do one-on-one high-level, coaching programs and trainings here. That's a possibility. So, there's different offerings depending on where you are at and what you're, able to do at this time. So you can go ahead and book that. And feel free also, you can always send me an email if you have any questions after this. And this replay will be available, which will hopefully have all the links and everything come through as well. So is there any other questions, queries before we close out today? It's been a treat. And next time I'm going to know how to be able to allow for you to easily speak and share and stay on the webinar. Also, I do have a public Facebook group called Magnetic Goddess that you are all welcome to join also if you're not already on there. Let me find that for you right now. And it's I mean, my vision for the Sisterhood of Yes is that it's going to be a lot more of everybody sharing and a lot more active. The Magnetic Goddess is good, but I feel like people, because it's public, it doesn't have that same quality of safety for people to really share authentically. So here's the link in the sticky for the Magnetic Goddess group. So Nico, it's right there. So I think I've answered everybody's questions. The video series, Morgan, yes, are part of the Empowered Body, Empowered Life. So Empowered Body, Empowered Life is this 5-part video series with the downloadable creative workbook and the once a month webinar. So there'll probably be, I'll be launching it probably a couple of times a year, and during that time when I launch it, like this one is launched until 11/11, and then I'll be doing a webinar, 2-hour webinar for you. So if you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I am getting ready to head up to Guanacaste for Awesomeness Fest. I don't know if you've heard of it before, but it's a conference of kind of the who's who in, really being awesome and creating a life you love. And I'm going as a performer. Actually, I'm going to be performing with The Human Experience, my good friend. And yeah, I'll be excited to go connect with these people and see what's happening up there. So I will be going up there, but I'll be available and checking online and making sure that this is all happening. So thank you so much. I am familiar with Abraham Hicks, and it's very similar to my philosophy, for sure. So yes. Okay. Well, I'm going to sign out, and you will get a replay of this as well. And again, just feel free to reach out. You can also comment on the Facebook group for the Magnetic Goddess webinar. So you can write anything on there, and I look forward to connecting. So thank you so much. Let's just take a moment to close the circle and to feel and connect with all the women on this call, and those who will be listening to it later, feeling this rise of the goddess. And again, just remembering, so if you sign up before tonight, I will also share the inner diamond activation mantra that you'll get access to right away. So I look forward to connecting, ladies. Thank you so much. With this, I close the circle. Namaste. Namaste. Mwah.